So I have Miss Quad from Married to Medicine with me today. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Thanks for having me.
So I ask everyone this, and I really feel like no one really tells me the truth, but why in the heck did you get involved with reality TV? I have my reason why I think everyone has, and no one ever says what I'm thinking it is. So why did you get involved with reality TV?
Well, for me, I just looked at the greater platform that it would give me. Ultimately, I would like to be an actress, to get into some scripted writing. Okay. Not off the cuff reality, scripted.
Okay.
So I saw this as a stepping stone to possibly getting me there, and then opening up many different avenues for entrepreneurship and writing my book. I'm currently writing my book now. That's going to be really hilarious.
Okay, of course it is. It better.
And so I see the potential there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, do you feel famous yet?
You know, it's so weird. I'm still Quad. It's really funny that you say that. The event where we met.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. Go ahead.
And I had this girl, and I know she was every bit of maybe 26, 27. Mm-hmm. She was literally in tears, like crying, like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, well, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Right.
She's like, I said, well, is Michael Jackson behind me?
Right.
Or is Oprah Winfrey behind me? Because at some point I have to turn around and start crying too.
Right, yeah.
And it was me.
Well, I can tell when I met you. I can tell, and when I meet people like it's their first season, you know, you're more accessible and you're down to earth. And I mean, some people say like that, some people change, and that's just with anything. Mm-hmm. But I noticed like it's just you and your husband. I'm like, where are her buffers? Like, I'm like, where, you you might text. I'm like, you could tell like you're very still, not naive, but you're very accessible and humble and grounded still. But I could tell that you're one of the breakout stars of the show, but people are fascinated. When I saw you at the event, people were like, oh, because you're very catching on the show. So, okay, have you been outside of Atlanta yet since the show?
Yes, of course I have. We've done some things in New York, of course, on some promotional tours. Mariah and myself, we did some things in Chattanooga and both Memphis. Those are both our hometowns, so we definitely wanted to pay homage to our hometown and pay some respect to our hometown and just show some love there. So we did some things in Chattanooga and Memphis, and we've been in New York as well.
Okay, so now, but before reality TV, you got a degree in biology from Tennessee State.
Biology, I majored in biology, my minor was in chemistry, yes.
Okay, and then you went on to do medical sales. Now, medical sales and reality TV seems like such a stretch. And so I just asked you about like one of the motivational factors in you kind of doing reality TV. So did you do theater, or did you do anything of the sort at Tennessee State?
No, I didn't. I didn't take mass communication.
No?
Okay. No, never didn't take theater. Mm-hmm. I just think for me it's natural because I'm very animated. I am a character within it myself, and that's not a bad thing. I enjoy life, every moment of it, and I'm very excited about it. So I think you see a lot of that come out in my personality, and it just seems to be a really good fit. Well, I won't tell you that story. Some people might. Never mind. Just like, tell me the story. Listen, it was said to me many years ago that I would do very well in medical sales, in the arena of medicine. She didn't say medical sales, she just said in the arena of medicine. Okay? And she said, I also see you doing well in Hollywood. And I'm like, Hollywood? What is she talking about? I'm like, I'm a biology.
When was this?
Oh God, this was probably back in
college?
I was in college then. So this could have been back maybe in 2004.
Okay.
And 2003, 2004, and I was like, what's she talking about? I'm like, I'm a biology major, I'm about to wrap this thing up. Listen, I said, I'm going to get into the medical arena. I can foresee that, but Hollywood, definitely not. And it's really weird how a number of years have passed, and now I'm in television.
That's interesting. Do you believe in God, or?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Jesus may have something to do with this.
Through and through.
Yeah.
There's not made.
Yeah.
There's no made to it.
Yeah.
He does. He has everything to do with it. He blessed Mariah and gave her a vision, and gave her the heart. I get emotional when I think about it.
No, okay, it's too early. No, please.
No, I get emotional because I'm so proud of her.
Yeah.
So
Okay, hold on. Let's talk. Okay, we're gonna get to that, but it's too early for the.
No. We're gonna get through this.
Okay,
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
But I get emotional because I know that it's hard. It's hard, and it's hard for us overall. But a black female, young female in television, come on, you see that. And so I'm really happy that God blessed her with the vision, and she in turn blessed me with the opportunity.
Right. And so when I spoke to her and I asked her, and I said, I know that you are really good friends, and she is one of the breakout like she's one of the reasons why we watch the show, but you're one of the reasons too. Like you're a big factor why we watch the show.
Thank you.
And I said, you know, you both women, I know that you are best friends, but do you ever get a little envious or jealous or any of that? And she was just like, I wanted people to be able to share. I wanted to share my quad. Like I thought this was like I wanted to share her, and I was like, oh okay, you know.
She always calls me that my quad.
Yeah, she wanted to share her quad. Like, and she's like, I wanted to share my quad or whatever. So, how did you and Mariah meet?
So it's really funny. Mariah attended Tennessee State as well. Mm-hmm. She went there for about a year. She's like, listen, I gotta get out of here. Mm-hmm. I'm going. And so she pursued her degree in Chattanooga. But her and I continued to be friends and build our relationship. And then we have some deeper roots as well. So
okay, so you met at Tennessee State?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. So let's talk about the show for a little bit. What's been your least favorite part?
Oh, God. I had a weak moment. Everybody saw it.
Oh, one of the first or second episode?
The first episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
So it was, the profanity that I used. I was very much so upset. I was cursing, and that's not at least what I wanted people to see of me first. That's like the least favorite thing.
Okay.
Because I was definitely taken back by the behavior of some of my castmates. I had lunch with these women, dined with these women, and although we were not close friends, I would consider them to be associates.
Okay, and so Mariah is the central part of how all the friendships.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So you had been in social circles with them before and out enough to invite Toya to your wedding. Okay.
Well. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay, so let's talk about that because I want to talk about the fact that, and I was a little uncomfortable watching it, like when you and your husband, like that whole, the wedding being called off. Like I was like, oh, wait a minute, like I was a little uncomfortable, and that had to been tough to watch.
Well, I would say it's a part of my life. And if I'm going to say I'm going to do this, I'm going to step on this platform and I'm giving you reality, then I have to give you all of me. I cannot cherry pick what parts I want to come out to the mass media. It would not be fair and it would not be true.
Okay, gotcha, yeah. But I'm sure that was tough though, to see it, but it happened.
Yeah, it did. And, I didn't want to be on television cursing and, using profanity and, although children, I feel, shouldn't watch this show, I think it's a little bit out of their age bracket. I do know sometimes young teens get a hold of this, and I don't want to put forth that type of presence for them.
Okay. Speaking about your marriage to your husband, I was having a conversation with some other reality ladies, and one of them asked me if I was on reality, would I ever bring my man? I was like, absolutely not. I mean, because first of all, nobody's checking for your man until he's on TV. And it's got to put a lot of strain and stress on the relationship. How has that been? Because he's on the show. I mean, first of all, y'all seem like complete opposites.
Which works.
Yeah, but they say that is the best combination. And you were like here, and he's like kind of chilling.
He's very reserved. He's very modest.
Yeah.
He's very laid back. Yeah. I'm kind of, wait a minute, let's talk about this. We're gonna live out loud.
Yeah. How has it been challenging on the relationship with watching yourselves on TV and people,
initially when we got in this, he had some reservations. He really did. But as we talked about it and talked things through and we came to an agreement, ever since then he's been totally supportive. Okay. And I really do appreciate that.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Now I have to talk about comparisons.
Let's do it.
I'm guilty. I compare people. I use it as a reference point. For example, if I say to my mom, like, oh, I'm interviewing Quad for Married to Medicine, she'll be like, okay, what's she like? And I'm like, maybe like a mix of such and such and such and such. She's like, oh, okay, I get it. So a lot of times, first of all, the show is compared to Real Housewives of Atlanta a lot because I think, attractive black women with nice shoes, red bottoms, and bags, and you know, big houses. So I think that's where we get the comparison from. I had a conversation, you know, with I think Mariah maybe, who was just like, well, wait a minute, first of all, we don't have degrees, or you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna.
If she pulled out the degree thing, and I said, okay, yeah, okay.
Well, and not only just the degree thing. You know, we're women. We all deal with some of the same struggles.
Right.
Some of life's issues.
Right.
We all. It doesn't matter if you have money or if you don't. If you're not educated. We all have endured something that brings us together as one.
Right. Have any of the reality stars reached out to you all, or?
Yeah, we've got a lot of really good feedback and a lot of support, especially Real Housewives of Atlanta. They've been extremely supportive. I'm very grateful for that.
Cool. So you remind me sometimes of Tamar.
Interesting. Okay.
Because you both have your characters within characters. You have these sayings that are kind of contagious. Do you get the comparison at all, or are you kind of like,
You know, there might be some similarities there, but you know, we're still really different people. I love her personality. You know, give me someone who's over the top, and I would live for them. You know, so I see sometimes where, you know, she's kind of loud, and I would say I'm loud too. You know, but I see her heart. She has a really good heart. She is a very ambitious woman. She thrives to make her mark in life, and I love that.
Okay.
I love to see that.